In today's video, I'm going to give you some much needed escapism as we take you on a vicarious hike into the Highlands of Iceland, where I decide to just ditch my tripod. But first, there are still a few places left on our Scotland photography workshop next year with Blake Rudis. So if you fancy joining us in Glencoe, there's a link in the description below. All right, let's grab the camera, get a sweat on, and go for a hike in the middle of nowhere. Icelandic Highlands always rewards the intrepid landscape photographer, but if you're willing to get your underpants full of sand, you can really take things to the next level.
I'll be completely honest with you, I'm dreading this hike because, well, there's a couple of reasons, well, maybe three reasons. One is, just over about 10 days ago, I think we caught the spicy cough. I'm not allowed to say the word, you know what I'm talking about. So we've been quite ill, and today's the first day that we've both kind of felt like we could handle any kind of movement. So all of our pretty meagre cardio capabilities are gone, as you can tell from the FASTHMA that's kicked in. And then the second reason why I'm dreading it is because a few days ago I gashed my big toe, quite unpleasantly. If you don't like the sight of blood, look away now. So that was nice, I really enjoyed that. And then I guess the third reason, as I just said there, is we weren't fit to start with. So we've lost any cardio gains that we'd built up starting now from zero. So I'm kind of dreading this, but you know, we need it. We need the exercise. So let's crack on up this hill. Is it time for a break yet?
Well, at least it's not freezing cold, because most days have been.
About that. I can guarantee that when we get to the top, it will be. Now, you brought a jacket, didn't you?
Yeah.
Thank you, because I couldn't fit mine in my bag. So we've made it 100 feet. I'm ready to vomit now. Do you feel as bad as you thought you would, or better?
I could be better.
Considering her state, I actually thought Amanda did pretty good, and the views were beginning to open up and reveal some compositions.
How are you feeling now?
Done. I think we've done the worst of it.
No, I'm sure it's going to get much worse.
Because everything's a mirage here.
It is. There's no sense of scale.
So we soldiered on up the hill and eventually got rewarded with a little trickle and a pointy pinnacle. If you know me, you know I love a pointy pinnacle.
Does it get any more classic Icelandic Highland than this scene? Absolutely. I would go so far as to say it's a full-blown photogasm. Even in this late morning light, I'm guessing it's about 10 a.m., maybe 11 a.m. You'd think this light would be pretty bad, but I'm quite enjoying it. So this is a gimme. If I come back here for a sunrise, oh man, this could be absolutely fantastic. So I'm just basically framing up exactly what you see here in this little video clip. Just going handheld, that's my composition. And just cracking off that shot, no focus stacking, no bracketing. I'll just underexpose it a little bit because those highlights are kind of bright in the clouds there. That's it, just one shot, F8, job done. Well, I hope, job done. Here's the shot. Well, I'm quite happy with that shot. Imagine that on a day with some moody clouds and a little bit of dappled light. That would be fantastic. But I tell you what, you know you're in Iceland on a volcanic rock, because every now and then I'm getting this real sulphurous stink. Can you smell it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like sulphur from the volcanic emissions.
Yes. That's what you want to believe.
Now, as Canadians, whenever we come to a country like Iceland, the first thing you see is these completely bare mountains. There's not one tree on any of these mountains, unlike Canada, where the mountains are completely covered in trees up to a certain point. And at first we were thinking, well, maybe just hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, maybe they just logged everything, just cut down all the trees. And maybe they did in some parts. But way out here in the Highlands, I have to wonder if these mountains ever had trees. I doubt that they ever had trees. If you're a geologist and an expert in this kind of thing, let me know, would these mountains have had trees at some point? And if they did, what happened to them?
Yeah, the volcano stripped them down.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe the soil just can't support anything other than bits of moss and some bushes. Post a comment. Let me know.
How much longer do you think we're going to be at it?
Just another 3 hours, I think. We've been, slogging for half an hour. We haven't had any snacks yet. I think we're doing pretty good.
I haven't had a good stuffing since I've been here.
As we climbed the hill, we began to notice a strange little phenomenon.
You might be able to just see the car. The car is way down there on the sand bed. And when we were down there, we could barely hear the river that you can see in the distance. The higher we get, the louder that river becomes. In fact, at first I thought, oh, it's crashing waves from the ocean. But it's not, it's just that river. So I'll be interested to see if it gets even louder when we get to the top.
What? We're not at the top yet?
I think that's a false top, love. I think that's one of those false summits.
As we got to the top, my plans and expectations began to change.
There's a ridge there that looks so gnarly. I wouldn't mind getting up on that if it's physically possible. Or I can just see a person in the valley there looking through towards that ridge and towards those mountains, and that might be fantastic too. So I think my original idea was bollocks. I'm prepared to admit that and rethink my plans. What do you think, love?
Do you think it involves more hiking though?
Well, judging from the pointiness of that, it depends how far up I can get. But if we just go along this plateau, like along here, and then down that valley and up there, I don't think that's going to be too bad.
I like the sounds of plateau.
Well, you're on a plateau right now.
I like going down as well.
But just look at all the gnarliness over there. The compositions galore.
Well, we better head that way then.
All right, let's go. Still no chocolate break yet. I'm quite impressed with both of us. I think we deserve a chocolate break.
Now, if you had to choose, where's the best campground in the world?
So that's the Thakgil campground down there, which we came to visit the other day when it was absolutely pouring. And I think one day, if we come back to Iceland, one thing we've learned is the way that we did this was hotel and rental car, pick one area and then keep doing day trips, which is fine. It's good that we got to revisit certain locations to get a second chance. But if we was to do this again, we would definitely get a van and probably spend a whole week down at that campground there, just hiking through these mountains. Absolutely fantastic. I don't think I could ever get sick of this, love.
There's a hole up there.
Yeah, a little arch. I saw that. You probably can't see that, but maybe we'll get up there. But there's a little arch up there.
It's geological features like this that make Iceland such a wonderful place to visit, especially if you're willing to get off the beaten path.
Hey, love. Can I ask you a question? You get it, though? Is it chocolate time yet?
Might be sandwich time.
Well, I'll tell you what then. Let's just get into that valley, see what it looks like, and then we'll have a sandwich.
After about an hour and 20 minutes, we'd worked our way into this valley, which was the perfect spot for an Icelandic picnic.
Right, so we just enjoyed a delicious lunch. And I enjoyed one of these protein wafer chocolate bars. So much so that I will not be eating this second one. Anyway, so, I mean, we're almost in this valley now, I'll show you this, but I'm reluctant to put in a bit more effort right now because there's not that many clouds. There's loads of clouds behind me, but in that direction there's none, and in that direction there's not too many either. So I might just wait it out a little bit. Hopefully a few more clouds come in, and then we'll go further down and see what there is. See if there's a shot maybe in that direction, looking that way, or in the opposite direction, looking that way. We might even go as far as down on the deck there. What an absolutely fantastic spot. I found that Iceland is kind of like, you know, the Old Man of Storr on the Isle of Skye? It's like Iceland has 1,000 of them. 1,000 Old Man of Storrs just scattered throughout this island. You just got to find them. And when you do, they're usually quite magnifique. And it looks like the trail actually continues through the valley back out to the riverbed near where we're parked. So I think that's probably the way we'll go back. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
So we began the painful, knee-exploding climb down the hill, where once again the lack of scale meant that we totally underestimated the distance.
Really wish I brought my hiking poles, but I just wanted to save space in my suitcase, so I put my tripod in there instead, which I didn't even bring today, did I? I would have needed hiking poles a lot more than a bloody tripod. Anyway, so we're going downhill right into the bottom of the valley, and then we'll see how it looks looking up to all of these spires and pinnacles.
Despite the hiking, Amanda was having the time of her life. But as long as it's not raining, she'll do it. There was even enough sun for sunbathing.
So now we've landed on the valley floor, and it is so spectacular. And it's odd. It kind of feels like a place that's out of time. You know, I can't say prehistoric, because I don't know what that's like. It just feels odd. And just 360 degrees, just these massive towering cliffs and peaks and spires. I love it. So I think what we'll do is keep going down that direction there. There's a trail that follows the riverbed. I reckon that'll bring us out near where the car's parked.
One thing I really miss about my now perished drone is it's the ultimate finder of shots like this.
Well, I've got some good news and some great news.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, the good news is that I've found a side quest. I think I can see a fantastic shot.
Oh, nice.
And the even better news is that it's really steep and grueling all the way up to that pointy pinnacle that you can just see there. I reckon there's a fantastic shot waiting to be had. So that's two bonuses. Good shot and tons of exercise getting up there. Brilliant, eh?
Yeah, you have fun.
You coming up though?
No, I'm just going to watch you from here, I think.
But if you come, then you can carry some of my gear.
But if I stay, I can hold some of the stuff down here. So your bag will be lighter.
Just up there though.
I think I'm good here. You have fun.
All right, well, guess I'll go up there alone all the way to that pointy pinnacle up there. I can actually, I'm not the only one that's ever thought this, so it's not original, because I could see a trail just over there near a waterfall all the way to the top. So yeah, I thought it was original for a second there, but obviously not. But I don't care. And even though the light is pretty terrible, I'm just too excited. I'm going up there. You sure? You don't want to come?
I'm sure I'll hear you though, the whole way up.
What are you trying to say?
You're an ogre when you go uphill.
An ogre?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of noises do I make? What about on the way down? Are you sure you don't want to come?
Why do you want me up there so bad? I don't want to be miserable.
Just to carry me back. Off I go. Enjoy your sunbathing. I'll just go and make a living for both of us while you sunbathe in luxury in Iceland. Now, the other day I did a video dedicated to midday photography. and it's about 1 p.m. right now in the summer. Quite possibly the worst time imaginable to do landscape photography. And I'll put a link to that video here, but I'm hoping that I can get another shot here which demonstrates that same point, that you can actually get good shots in the middle of the day. That looks pretty steep. It'll be all right, it'll be all right.
But it quickly became apparent that I'd bitten off more than I could chew. But nobody ever accused me of being smart.
So I've only just begun the climb and I'm already clapped out. This is what landscape photography is, isn't it? It's just kind of wandering around going, that looks like a good vantage point. There might be a shot from there. And then slogging up a hill, usually to discover disappointment. But I have a feeling today it's going to be glory. Anyway, onwards and upwards. I reckon I'm about a third of the way up, and already the views are starting to look fantastic. So I think I've made the right move. I just hope that when I get up there, it's not pure blue sky with zero clouds. But if it is, I think I'll just I'll just stay there and wait it out until something better happens. But man, it's pretty spectacular from here. Well, I'm delighted to say I've made it to the pinnacle, and it is spectacular. Have a look at that business.
Well, at this point, I was having full-blown photogasms. What a fantastic day so far.
This is absolutely amazing. Totally worth the agonizing and extremely dangerous climb up here to this point. Now, if anything bad happens on the way down, totally not worth it. But I'm going to really go down slow, probably mostly on my bum. In which case, it will be totally worth all the effort. I mean, this, I've never seen a shot of this. So I might be the first photographer up here. If I'm not, bugger, oh well. But if I'm the second, I'll take that, because this is, oh man. This is exactly what I'd hoped for when I booked this trip to Iceland. Scenes like this. The only thing that will make this better is some moody light, you know, wispy clouds vanishing off into the distance. Moody stuff, but I'll take what I'm getting here because it's really quite dynamic. I mean, look at this. It's the light's moving through the valley so quickly. Look at that big old pecker. The only thing that would make it better is if my lovely lady wife was up here with me with a pint of Guinness. But she's not. She's down there. I can see it. I think she's asleep, fast asleep. So I'm going to take my sweet time and just wait for the light to do something, and that kind of determines my composition. But I'll show you the back of the camera and explain a rough concept. All right, I hope you could see that, but the sun is right behind me, so maybe all you could see is just pure glare. So that's my composition. I might push the pinnacle off to the left a bit, or I might push the pinnacle more into the center and feature more of that mountain that you could see to the left. The reason why this depends on light is because as the light carves through the valley, it makes nice patterns and contrast in the background. So, for example, this big mountain that you can see off to the left of the pinnacle there, if that had some shadows on it, then I would probably want to compose the image so that it had a little bit more of that in the frame. But if it's just like it is now, I might want to just push that off to the left a little bit to make the pinnacle a bit more prominent. In fact, that's looking quite nice right now. I'm going to stop waffling and take this shot. This is magic, this is just absolutely magic. I'm loving it. The only thing I'm dreading is the climb down, but like, as I said, I'm going to go super slow. If it takes me an hour to shuffle down on my bum, so be it. No injuries, thank you. And I'm so jubilant. This has been such a good day that, you know, I might just celebrate once I do get back down with a beer and a pizza. I feel like I've deserved it. I've probably burned 2,000 calories, probably 4,000 coming up this little bit. That was absolutely brutal. I had to stop and cough up a lung regularly. But if I keep doing this every day, I'll be in shape by the time we leave. Just absolutely magical.
So I lingered at the top just to take it all in, but I'm sure you know there were other shots to be had.
So I just climbed down off the mountain there to be rewarded by this absolutely beautiful little scene. Have a look at this business. Not gonna lie to you, at this point in time, I'm kind of regretting not bringing my tripod because I really want to do a focus stack with these little flowers that you could see down here, and then the waterfall in the background, obviously, like that, and all of these mossy rocks here in my foreground. So yeah, I'll try and do a focus stack handheld, 3 frames handheld, and we'll see if it turns out, but I'm not hopeful. So I'm not entirely cured of dragging a tripod around for 90% of my outdoor life. But it has been quite liberating up there, having no tripod with me. Although if I knew that I would come up again and get absolutely perfect conditions, I'd take a tripod. Anyway, if I can manage to stitch this handheld focus stack together, here's a shot.
Slog, hey? Ooh, what a workout.
You did nothing. Did you just sleep?
I just relaxed.
Yeah.
And I saw a spider and then I got the heebie-jeebies.
Well, you got to be careful because they are poisonous here in Iceland.
Are they?
Yeah. Be careful. Be very careful.
For real?
Yeah. You didn't get bit, did you?
I don't know.
There's only one thing to fix it if you get bit.
Don't tell me you got to pee on me.
How did you know? All over you.
Well, probably
Please.
only where the bite is.
No.
I don't believe you.
Right, let's go and grab this bag. Do you know what I was promising myself up there because I worked so hard to get up to that pointy pinnacle up there. I think I deserve a pizza and a beer. Or maybe a burger. Actually, I'm in more of a burger mood.
Are you in a boat? Do you think it's going to be good? Because you know the pizza's good. Do you want to, you know what happened last time we chanced something?
Yeah, so there is in Vic, there is a good pizza restaurant. And we did go there last week. It was quite good.
Black crust, is that what it's called?
Black crust, something like that. It was quite good. So, yeah, maybe if we went for a burger, maybe it wouldn't be as good. But I'm just in a mood for a burger and a beer.
If I had a drink that would break my 2 weaker.
Well, don't then. I don't want to pay $30 for a glass of wine.
Okay.
Decided.
So I finally got my burger and beer. I should have mentioned this 20 minutes ago, but if you want to pick up a signed copy of my new book, Stories Within Stories, there's a link in the description, and it'll really help pay for this burger that's still on my credit card. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters shown here. You really do make it possible for me to keep this channel going. And if anyone's interested in my monthly critique sessions on Patreon, there's a link in the description if you're interested.